Alright, question 2 here. So Janine has a garden in the corner of her yard. Ooh, realistic questions, great. And wishes to line it with bricks, as shown in the diagram below. The area of her garden is 103.9. So I got area of a circle thing, so 103.9. And then, so area is pi times the radius squared. But this thing looks a little different from a normal circle. Like if it kept going, then it would be like, oh, that's like a half a circle. If it kept going, it'd be a whole circle. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 pieces to the circle, and we only want one of them. So we're going to divide it into 4 pieces. So this would be our little formula here. So if I've got 103.9 is our whole area, which is equal to 3.14 times radius squared divided by 4. So here, this is down below here. We don't want to keep it there. We got to move it over there. So you're working backwards. You're doing the opposite operation. So you move this over there. You go times. So 4 times 403 is going to be at least 400, right? So 103.9 times 4 gives me 415.16. 415.6 is equal to 3.14 times radius squared. Now we're back to where we were in the last question. Divide both sides by 314. So divide this by 3.14 equals 132.4 is equal to the radius squared. So I know it's more than 10 because 10 times itself would be 100. 10 times 10 is 100. So now we got to use the fancy square root button. So it's this thing here, so square root. So square root both sides, square root that. So the radius is 11.5. Sweet. So does that give us the answer? Not really. Almost though. So this is 11.5. This is 11.5. So this is the radius. So this is from the center to the edge. This is from the center to the edge, but we need the arc. So the arc is part of the whole. So part of the whole thing. So the whole thing would be called the circumference, and then the arc would be at the edge we want. Then we would go and have, well, we need 90 degrees, right? Because of the 90-degree angle right there, and then there's a possible 360 degrees. So now we could find this because we go, well, the diameter is going to be, so 11 times 2 is 22, and then another one, so it's 23. So timesing that by 2. So 23 times 3.14 would give us their circumference. So 23 times 3.14 gives me 72.22. So now I know what the C is, so I don't need to have C there anymore. Erase that, go 72.22. Then this is a proportion. So this is 72.22 is the total circumference. The total possible degrees in a circle are 360. Because I have this little square here, it's 90 degrees. So we can go this times that, divided by that. So we do the opposite operation. So 72.22 times 90 divided by 360 gives us the answer of 18.055. So this is the arc. So we round it to 18. So we can go 18 plus 11.5 plus 11.5 gives us, this is 1, 8, 9, 10, 1, so 41. So 41 decimeters is the answer.